When the fire exploded, without warning, everyone ran except one firefighter who sprinted straight into the flames to save a neighbor who had no chance left. The morning began quietly. It got a calm neighborhood, unaware that tragedy waited only minutes away. Daniel, a veteran firefighter, stretched outside the station, preparing for an ordinary shift. He moved with calm focus, checking every strap of his gear like muscle memory inside. His team laughed around breakfast, unaware danger was already building. Suddenly, the alarm tore through the building. Shattering the peaceful morning, Daniel rushed toward the truck, heart pounding with instinctive urgency. Dispatch reported heavy smoke near Daniel's own street, twisting his stomach with dread. The truck roared through traffic, sirens echoing through the streets. Daniel scanned the skyline, spotting thick smoke rising exactly where he feared. The truck skidded to a stop, revealing flames swallowing a home near his own. Neighbors screamed that someone was still trapped inside. Daniel jumped from the truck, racing toward the burning doorway. The heat smashed into him instantly, flames snapping violently at the entrance. Inside, faint pounding echoed through the smoke, someone desperate for help. Daniel alerted his team, voice steady despite the chaos. Hose in hand, he pushed into the smoke-filled home. A terrified neighbor begged him to hurry, tears streaming down their face. Inside, thick smoke attacked instantly, choking visibility. Daniel dropped to the ground, relying on training and instinct. He swept the floor, searching for any sign of life. A violent explosion rocked the structure, sending debris everywhere, ignoring danger. Daniel crawled deeper into the burning home. A faint cough guided him toward a back room. Flames crawled across the walls as he moved closer. A woman lay unconscious on the floor. Overwhelmed by smoke, Daniel lifted her head carefully, checking for breath. He hoisted her onto his shoulders. Gritting through the weight, smoke thickened brutally, suffocating every breath. He radioed for backup, voice fading under the roar of flames. Suddenly, the hallway behind him collapsed, trapping him inside. Panic surged, but Daniel forced himself to stay focused. A small window across the room offered a slim escape. He dragged the woman toward it, shielding her from burning debris. Glass crackled dangerously under the heat. Daniel kicked the weakened frame until shards fell away. He pushed the woman through first, ensuring she reached safety. Neighbors screamed as her body slid out the window. Daniel prepared to follow when another beam collapsed behind him. The blast knocked him against the wall, momentarily stunned. Outside, firefighters shouted for him to jump. Daniel coughed violently, lungs burning from smoke. Gathering strength, he sprinted toward the window and dove. He crashed onto the ground, rolling to smother burning embers. Firefighters sprayed foam across him, cooling his smoldering suit. Daniel scrambled up, eyes locked on the woman he saved. Paramedics worked urgently, placing an oxygen mask on her face. Daniel crawled closer, refusing to rest until she breathed. Her eyes slowly fluttered open, sparking hope. Neighbors erupted in emotional cheers. Daniel tried to stand but collapsed from exhaustion. Fellow firefighters lifted him, guiding him toward medical help. Daniel protested weakly, insisting they care for the woman first. His captain stepped forward, hand firm on his shoulder. Pride and worry filled the captain's expression. As paramedics checked Daniel, he stared at the burning home he escaped. Onlookers raised their phones, recording the heroic moment. A neighbor sobbed, thanking Daniel repeatedly. News vans screeched to the scene, reporters rushing forward. Daniel was asked for comments, but he shook his head humbly. He whispered that he was just doing his job. His crew gathered around him, pride shining in their eyes. Flames continued to roar behind them, casting a haunting glow. The rescued woman reached for Daniel's hand. Her family arrived crying, collapsing into grateful embraces. Daniel stepped back respectfully, letting them reunite. his eyes filled with emotion as relief washed over him. A young boy approached holding a drawing of a hero firefighter. He handed it to Daniel shyly, thanking him for saving their neighbor. Daniel knelt, hugging the boy tightly. A colleague draped a blanket around Daniel's shoulders. Smoke drifted across the sky like fading memories. Paramedics lifted the woman onto a stretcher. She reached out again, mouthing a silent thank you. Daniel nodded, overwhelmed. News footage captured every second, already spreading online. Hours later, the rescue video exploded across social media. Comments flooded in praising Daniel's courage. People called him a hero, though he never saw himself as one. Fire crews finished extinguishing the flames. Daniel walked through charred ruins, reflecting deeply. He spotted a family photo among the ashes. He cleaned the soot from its glass tenderly. Returning it to the family brought fresh tears. His captain patted his back in rare emotional approval. He told Daniel he saved more than a life, he saved hope. Daniel absorbed the words quietly. Back at the station, the crew applauded him. He removed his helmet, revealing exhaustion and relief. The team offered him warm food and support. Daniel tried to smile, still processing the intense day. Alone briefly, he stared at his soot-covered gloves. He realized this rescue changed him forever. A ringing phone interrupted him. The news wanted an interview. His team encouraged him confidently. Daniel reluctantly agreed. The reporter asked about his bravery. Daniel tried to shift credit to his team. The interviewer insisted he was the true hero. Daniel explained fear is real, but courage is choosing to act anyway. His words resonated, hitting millions emotionally. The interview spread like wildfire across the internet. Children began sending letters saying he inspired them. A viral hashtag emerged honoring his bravery. Daniel smiled softly at the overwhelming support. The rescued woman asked to meet him again. He visited her hospital room quietly. She thanked him for giving her back her life. Daniel's eyes filled with emotion hearing her words. She placed a small bracelet symbolizing courage into his hand. He promised to keep it forever. They shared a warm embrace filled with gratitude. Daniel stepped outside into peaceful sunshine. He inhaled deeply, feeling renewed purpose. News vans rolled away, leaving calm behind. Returning home, neighbors applauded him emotionally. Children ran toward him, calling him their hero. Daniel knelt, hugging them with a grateful heart. That night he sat quietly on his porch reflecting. Stars filled the sky as he processed the weight of the day. He whispered a promise to always protect his community, no matter the risk.